everyone. We are so excited to be back once again to get together and talk about real woman issues that concern friends, wives, mothers, educators, and entrepreneurs. I cannot wait to start the show, so let's get going. And we're back.
Oh gosh, I did not know what the giggle was. I didn't know that was my cue.
My giggle was because you said this is going to be 15 minutes. And I challenge you on that. I don't know how long it's going to be, but anytime you say it's going to be a certain amount of time, it is never.
I just say it to see what's going to happen.
It is never that. I understand you speaking life.
And more abundantly.
Okay, so, hey guys.
Hey.
Welcome back. And you know what this is. Teacher Talk.
Talk. Let's talk about it.
Yes. And our topic, what is our overall episode 36 Teacher Talks about taking responsibility?
Yes. So this is twofold. I definitely came up with this topic because of something that I experienced in the workplace. Mm-hmm. And it just kind of blew my mind because I know that people, of course, naturally don't want to take responsibility for things when they think they've done something wrong.
Okay.
Such as missing deadlines, such as looking at data, maybe. They didn't.
Oh, why would they not look at data? So fun.
Data, Southern, data, Cali. So,
so much fun.
My husband and I are both in leadership positions, and it was just interesting because we had both experienced contrasting sides to this whole taking responsibility thing. He was super frustrated because this guy at work did not take responsibility for missing some deadlines and did not take responsibility for pacing himself out well enough to get the job done.
So when you say take responsibility, do you mean like, you know what, I messed up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like just say, okay, I'm going to do better.
Right.
Or, all right, this is my action plan in order to rectify this situation.
Right.
So that was what was going on with that guy. Mm-hmm. He just would not ever get to the point of reconciliation. Excuses. It was just excuses. Ugh. And so it's like you've wasted 30 minutes trying to explain why you didn't do it when really the issue is how you going to fix it.
When are you going to do it?
Yes, let's get to the solution of this thing.
Okay, so this clicked in my mind. We had to come to Jesus with our administrator.
Oh, goodness.
So
did y'all call a meeting or did the administrator?
Did. Okay. She did. And we have been skirting around this whole thing. So they want us to put our tests into this database.
Yeah.
We're giving the test, but we don't want to take the time to put it into the database because it's an extra step that we just don't have time to do.
Right, I know.
So we have the data. We've analyzed the data. It just hasn't been on it's called CTLS. So it hasn't been on there.
So the database, tracks the data for you?
Yeah.
Basically, yeah, that's the advantage to putting it there.
Right.
Okay, got it.
Well, the advantage to putting it there for them is that they can see it.
Yeah.
But we are all sharing it and we have it. So it's like, yeah, right. County, great, but we are using it and we're doing what we need to do with our data. In the classroom.
Right.
So we're just getting our data because we don't the time to type in all the questions to that database. It takes a lot of time. So we're like, we haven't really had that much time yet. So we're just going to do it this way. And then we will have our data in our PLC notes. And so yes. she kept sending emails saying, I don't see.
Yeah.
There was like 2 tests
Y'all
in there.
Make us so sick. Just
we're supposed to have like 4 of them per month.
Oh.
We don't have that. We don't have it at all. And so we have like 4 of them, period, but not 4 per month.
That's a lot.
It is a lot. It's a lot to ask, and she knows.
So is she saying that
she can't find it?
Is she saying that these are supposed to be formative assessments or all summative assessments?
No. Formative, summative mixtures. It could be one question,
so any type of assessment that you're doing, even if it's on the fly, you just need to figure out where your kids are at the moment because you just feel it in the atmosphere. They expect that to be...
Yes.
Oh.
Because, and we are doing all of those things, but
Right.
but nobody's uploading it to this database so that we can give it, and then they do I respond to put it, like it's just too orchestrated for us.
I get it.
I mean, now next semester we'll probably have that in, and hopefully we'll follow the testing
protocol
dates that we gave of what we're gonna give. But when she came to us, so she'd been asking like in emails, and we're like, oh no, where it is, I don't see it either. So
y'all knew good well y'all didn't put it.
So we were like laughing about it because we're like, because she's brand new. Love her.
Y'all,
she taught.
I'm brand new as well, so please don't do us like that.
She taught at Pebblebrook and then left and then came back as administrator like 10 years later. So I remember teaching at the same. So love her. She's so sweet, and she knows. But so she comes and calls a meeting after school. And so the first thing I said was, hi, we don't want to look you in the eye because we haven't been putting tests in. She was like, so she couldn't really say anything. Like all she could say was,
you took responsibility.
Yes, all she could say was, okay, listen, y'all, this needs to happen. And we were like, okay, we'll do it. I promise we'll do better. We just have not had time to do it, and we haven't been responding because we just haven't had time to do it. We didn't want to tell you that we couldn't do it, and we couldn't see the value in doing it. And she was like, okay, so she was able to understand that we don't understand the value. She sees our PLC plans and sees that we're doing all these things. She's like, right. The only thing is the county will be coming. They haven't checked yet. She's like, I just want to know that it's there so I can say it's there. And we were like, perfect. We'll do it. So that's what we did.
But but look at how much sting you took out of that meeting by out the gate just saying, yeah,
we just want to tell you.
We're not looking at you because we do feel guilty because we realize.
We know.
And that's almost, I'm going to be honest with you, that's really, at the end of the day, she sounds like she's the same, like we're the same type of leader. I'm just going to say, okay, like, I trust you to be an adult.
She's like, y'all do it. I know you have your stuff together. She's like, so when it's time, if it ever comes a time, I want to be able to say, this is here.
That's it.
And we're like, we are all on the same team with this. Let's do it. We will bust our butts because because honestly, my whole idea is, can someone really be that mad at you? If they're that mad, then they would fire you, right? Like, what?
That's the reality.
You're not going to lose your job over not putting in the data.
You're not. And it's just the reality. You're not.
Yeah. So what do you...
And y'all are doing your job. Yeah. So it would be different if you just weren't giving assessments at all.
Right.
That'll be a whole different level of a conversation.
That would be.
But you're doing that and you can prove that. Mm-hmm. So that's why it really...
So it came down to a tool that they wanted us to use.
It did. So I'm glad that y'all kept small things small. And I'm small. And I'm so glad that she did too. Mm-hmm. And I know she appreciated it. You gave her a goal. Like, we're going to try to do input all of them by 2018.
Right.
Next school semester.
So I said we would do one more recently, just to say that we have one for this date. They did it just last week or whatever, and then we'll work on all the other ones too. But just so that you can know
that we just got in good faith, just in good faith.
That the most recent one they did was not in August; it was in November. So that was that, and so that is true, like you said, true accountability. And girl, what was the topic?
Responsibility.
Responsibility. That's right. Now, what about...
So the flip side that I experienced, that's what he experienced, and you just shared your experience of absolutely taking responsibility.
Right.
So the flip side, the contrast to those was I had a teacher who blew the county out of the water on their first common assessment. Mm-hmm. Like, she beat the county by 23%.
Awesome.
Yeah, she did an amazing job. 72% of her kids were proficient and exceeding on the first common assessment. Yes. And they're very rigorous, so they try to, of course, reflect the same types of questions that will be on our big state mandated test.
Right.
So in the meeting, she has the best scores out of everybody in her grade level.
Okay.
She's doing a wonderful job. Her coworker went out on medical leave week 3 of school starting back. So she has been basically running the whole ELA department for this grade level since she's been gone, because the other girl is a substitute. Clearly, she wasn't doing anything.
Right.
So I said, oh my gosh, you need to pat yourself on the back. You have done an amazing job. Blase, but just really singing her praises. She says, no, it wasn't me. I looked at her and I said, oh, so it's the substitute?
Right.
I was like, no, dear, it was you. And it broke my heart. I was like, you're going to accept this, the responsibility of having these kids do so well.
Right.
You beat them so bad. You beat the county in by 23 points. So you need percentage points. You need to receive this. She couldn't. And that broke my heart. It broke my heart so much. I just have never, I understand being humble, but that was on another level of humble. She wouldn't even receive it at all. That she wouldn't take any credit for doing a great job. And it just made me sad. And of course I had to, in my be the light way, I had to I wrote her a whole handwritten letter. I don't know if she, how teachers put up sticky notes and letters from their admin sometimes.
Oh, do they?
Ours do.
Oh,
they keep
cute.
their notes.
Oh.
But I wrote it on a big old fat note, and I didn't know if I drew it all pretty. I made her a little bubble letter for her. So just extra.
God,
I can't help it. But I wanted her to really feel what I was saying.
Right.
And I could tell that she kind of has been down on herself, and she has looked to her teammates as the voice of leadership, maybe. And I was just like, you are much stronger
So
than
you're trying to empower her.
Girl, and I don't know what happened, because I think it was after that, and it might not have been. It could have been a complete coincidence.
I'm sure it was.
This joker has started speaking up, being, holding her head up, and she even literally patted herself on the back about something that she had done right the other week. Because I guess she thought, well, if I don't, Miss Mitchell gonna get me.
Right. Well, what is that? And I don't know. It could be a teacher thing. It doesn't have to be a teacher thing. But I know we came off from a retreat weekend in which I was serving and you were receiving. There were so many women who did not want to be served. It was like it hurts my heart that they don't feel like they can just sit and receive. And I also come across it when I do 31 parties and we do celebrate the hostess.
And
I know, it is so
sweet.
Hard for the hostess to hear good things about them from the people that they've invited. And it's that's my most favorite part, because I feel like we don't really celebrate ourselves enough, and people don't celebrate us for who we are enough. And so it's awkward to receive it sometimes. Not me, not you, but it is very hard for certain people to sit back and say, I did that. I did a good thing. I celebrate me, because it's looked at as not being humble.
Yep.
Or it's even uncomfortable to, the light's not on me. Oh my God, my sister sent me this sweet, it was a letter to women who are often termed with doing the most or being the most, or that whole idea of making yourself small because people can't handle how big you are.
Yeah.
It was a really good, I may post it in our group. It was so good. And it spoke to just women, period, who have to not do too much, but just do just enough. But then what if just enough doesn't let you be seen? And then what if they do see you too much? That whole idea of trying
battle.
Yeah, the battle of functioning in this world where you can't always just be the light. And that's
you should never dull your shine for someone.
Absolutely. You should never dull your shine, but we do it so much, and without even